So the first part of your study guide was your GCF. And I would like you to please open your notebook to the page that is our GCF review. Not the page that is our big foldable, but the page that is our GCF review. Open your notebook to that page. Open. To the page. Nope, keep going. That way. It says GCF review. Yep, that one. See? What page is that?
I don't know.
What, you didn't write it down? 26. Yep, hold it up, Reggie, for everybody to see. That's what it should look like, those of us that are confused on what page we're on. Hold it up high, Reggie. Extend your arms, child. Alright, that is page 26. So everybody, en inglés, por favor. Okay then. Alright, so this is on page 26.
Do you mind if I get a...
It's in the crate.
Okay.
Miss Brister, what do we do when we're absent? Now, on page 26, what does it tell us the GCF is? Can one person raise their hand and read that page for me? All right, Reggie.
You need to read the whole.
Boy, I want you to tell me what the GCF is.
Alright, hold on, guys. Hey, get prepared. The GCF is the largest number that divides into two or more numbers. The smallest is one of the common direct.
Yes, fantastic. Take a point. The largest number that divides into two or more numbers, and the lowest exponent of common variables. Now, do both of these have a variable? No. But what is the biggest number that goes into both 3 and 9? 3. Alright, so now we divide everything by 3, because remember, factoring is division. Can you please put that down and pay attention to what we're doing? Are you raising your hand? Okay. Now, what is 3x divided by 3? X, good. And what is 9 divided by 3? Now, if I start with 2 terms, how many do I have to end with? You have to end with 2. Good. How many of us got that right? Take a point for your team. Good job. Okay, any questions on number 1? Now, let's look at number 2. What is the biggest number that goes into 2 and 6? But, do they have a variable in common? So you take the smallest exponent. What's smaller, 3 or 2? Alright, now, what is 2 divided by 2? 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1. And if I have 3 x's and I take out 2, how many are left over? 1. Minus, what is 6 divided by 2?
3.
And if I have 2 x's and I take out 2, how many are left? Did anybody get that right? Take a point for your team. Where is your study guide? Did you need to get a piece of paper out and write this down?
Okay. My hand is Harvey.
You handed it to Miss Harvey? I know we look alike, but we do not teach the same thing.
I don't know about that. Hold on, look. I don't know about Miss Harvey and you looking like each other.
Are you?
The brown curly hair and the fact that we're white.
Are you?
Alright, now, I want you to take that information and I want you to do 3, 4, and 5 without me. 3, 4, and 5 without me. If you are done with 3, 4, and 5. Nope, we're in section 1 still. Yes, we're testing on 2 different. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's look at these. What? I'll be right there. I'll check it. What is the biggest number that goes into both 75 and 60?
12.
Nope, 12 does not go into 75. 15.
Ah, está bien.
Alright, now, let's look at our B's. They both have a B in common, so what's the smallest exponent? 2 or 1?
Uno.
Alright, now they both have a G cubed in common, so you're going to bring that out. Then you do 75 divided by 15 and you get? If you have 2 B's and you take out 1, how many is left? If you have 3 G's and you take out all 3, how many are left?
Zero.
If you have 3 G's and you take out all 3, how many are left?
Zero.
0. None. Plus, what is 60 divided by 15? 4. Alright. If you have 2 B's and you take out 1, how many are left?
Una.
If you have 3 G's and you take... Ooh, no, there was 1 B here. So we shouldn't have any B left. Should we... Why are you saying yeah like you caught that? If you have 3 G's and you take out 3, how many are left?
Zero.
So that's your answer. Use that to help you with the rest of these. We need to finish 1 through 8. Alright, number 4. I took out an X. Did everybody else take out an X? Yes, no, maybe so? Check your work against mine. Now, if you take out that X, make sure you subtract your exponent. So if you have 3 and you take out 1, you have to have 2 left over. If you have 2, you take out 1, you have 1 left over. If you have 1, you take out 1, you have none left over. Did we get it right? Did anybody get it right?
I got it right.
If 2 people at your table got it right, take a point. What had happened was number 5. I got 8. Now, you can't take out an A or a B because they're not the same variable. They don't have the same thing. You have an A here and a B here. How many of us got it right? If 2 people at your table got it right, take a point. No. No. Number 6. We did that one together. So we should all have that for number 6. We don't get a point for being able to copy down what I do. And number 7. I got 3X as my GCF. Now, why did I not take out an A, B, or C?
Because they don't have the same word.
They don't all have the same variable. They do all have an X. No, because I just explained that. Do you need to lose a point for not paying attention?
No, I just didn't.
Because you weren't paying attention? I'm a fairly loud person. Alright, number 7. Please pay attention to the variables. If I have 3 X's and I take out 1, how many X's are left? If I have 2 X's and I take out 1, how many are left?
Una.
And then you have 8C. Nick, did you change yours? Did you see what I was saying now? Over and over and over. Make a little more sense now? Now that you're not trying to kill me? Did anybody get that one right? If 2 people at Sheba got it right, take a point. And number 8. I got 8PR. How'd we do? 8PR. And then you have PR minus 3R squared plus 2. How many of us got it right? If 2... Okay. If 2 people got it right, take a point.
Miss,
Yes.
en la 7.
7.
Arriba. La 7.
Right here? Yeah?
La 18. 18 entre 3.
8.
No.
18.
La 6.
That should be 6.
6.
Yes. Gracias.
No, dos.
Take a point. That should be a 6 right there, guys, not a 2. But thank you for the one person that called it. Elias.
Bad Bunny. Así se llama.
No. Alright, section 2. Now, are these ones that have GCF or are these just trinomials? Trinomials. Now, the way you know to do whether to do the star method or GCF is you look and see if they have a GCF. These 3 do not. So we use the star method. Can you guys find what page our notes on trinomial factoring are on?
I ain't gotta do that. I can do it right now. By myself.
I want you to find the page like I just asked you to do. Thank you so much.
I got you guys right here.
28.
What page is it? Page 28. Good job. Now, keep that open. Veintiocho. Elias. 28. Keep going. This is why we number our papers. That's 5 push-ups. Both of you have 5 push-ups. Alright, now we use the star method. What goes in the top of our star?
110.
No, just in general.
110.
Just in Thank you. C. And what goes in the bottom? And what goes in the top, left, and right? And what goes in the bottom? Your factors.
10 and 11.
Now, on number 9. First, you look at C. Since C is positive, both signs are going to be what? Why?
Because
No.
everything's positive.
Because B is positive. Good, Brent, take a point. So if C is positive, both signs match the sign of B. For the 75th time, that's in your notes, and there's a sheet on the board that tells you, and we've written it down 75 times.
Oh my gosh.
That's magic. Now, for this problem, what's going to go in the top?
1, 0.
And what goes in the bottom? What goes in the top, left, and right? Now, what numbers multiply to give us 110, but add to give us 21?
10, 11.
And why did we not have to list any other factors that time? Because it adds together to give us 21 and multiplies to give us 110. Now, how do I write it in my parentheses?
5 plus 10, 5 plus 11.
No,
I don't know what y'all name. 5 plus 10, 1 plus 11.
because he said 21 and you're just listening to him. And I wouldn't do that. Alright, so you take the red numbers on the bottom and you put it in your parentheses. Now again, who can raise their hand and tell me why both of them were plus?
Because the B.
Natalie.
Because of the B.
Because of the...
Positive. It was positive.
Because which part was positive? C was positive, and so they match.
They match B.
Good, very good. Take a point. Alright, now let's look at... Oh, excuse me. Gracias, thank you. Let's look at number 10. Whew, that hurt. Now, we need 2 numbers that multiply to give us what?
What?
4. And add to give us?
Cuatro.
Negativo 4. And then 1 and 1. Now, what 2 numbers multiply to give us 4?
Dos.
2 and 2. But do they both have to be positive or negative this time?
Uno negativo.
Both have to be negative.
Ah, trampa.
This is positive, so that means they both have to be this sign. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, and negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4. How do I write it in my parentheses?
Minus 2 and minus 2.
N minus 2, N minus 2. Now, what happens if C is negative, like on number 12?
Then you only do minus 1. You do your biggest.
Your big factor matches.
Sí.
Can you spit your gum out?
Sí, sí, sí.
Your big factor matches
C, D, D, C, G, I, not F.
B. Alright. Work on 11 through 14 without me. Go. And then we're going to check them. 11 through 14. Let's go.